make announcements at all, or? Just say, ladies and gentlemen, Phyllis can have a few words. Just say, ladies and gentlemen, Phyllis can have a few words for about 2 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention just for a moment. Phil's going to be singing a few words in just a few moments, so enjoy the food, and then in a few minutes he's going to be coming out up here to say a few words.
My friend over here would like to know, is there any way you can get a copy of the video, or will you post it online?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I'll post it on your page.
Oh, awesome.
Then you can spread it all around.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Good to see you.
There, so we want to thank them. The Sorgles on Dixwell Avenue. And we're going to have some round of applause for them. And we're going to have some of their Italian specialty pastries afterwards. Is that correct? Okay, excellent. So please dig in and enjoy yourselves. Just want to thank everybody for being here. Welcome to Hamden. And as I look around here, I just want to say that I know most of you people. I either grew up with you, I work with you, or I live with you, okay? And I just want to say, number one, I'm one of you, but from the perspective I have here, people that are in this room are some of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. I see people that get up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work and do very hard jobs. I know people that get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and do the baking that everybody can eat, all right? And the Dunkin' Donuts, they make the coffee, so when I'm trying to go to work at 4:30 in the morning, they've got the coffee there so I can function for the rest of the day, all right? So as what I'm looking at is some of the, and I've been on 4 different continents with the military. As most of you know, I've served in Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan, been around the world, and bar none, nobody works harder than the people in the state of Connecticut, and especially the people in this room, all right? So, but, you know, when I pick up a magazine or a newspaper, I read things like, if I pick up Forbes, it says Connecticut has one of the worst performing state economies. If I pick up Barron's, it says Connecticut, worst financial shape in the union. All right, George Mason University, the state with the second worst financial condition is Connecticut. What's going on? Basically, Connecticut had negative economic growth in 2012. Something's wrong here, but it's not the people of the state of Connecticut. It's not the people in this room. The problem is Connecticut is sending the wrong people to Hartford. We have bad economic policy coming out of Hartford. Hartford is spending too much and they're taxing too much. Last year, we had the largest tax increase in the history of the state of Connecticut. And look what it's done. It's given us the worst economy in the United States of America. But we need change in Hartford. We need change in Hartford that reflects the values and the work ethic of the people in this room and the state of Connecticut. Everybody in this room has to live within a budget. They don't get to print money. You can't max out your credit cards and keep maxing out credit cards and raising the limit on it. You have to live within a budget. Well, up in Hartford, they need to learn to live within a budget as well. All right? We need to roll back the largest tax increase in the history of the state of Connecticut. We need to teach Hartford how to live within their budget, just like every other person in this room has had to live within their family budget. And we need to support the state and federal Constitution, especially the Second and 10th Amendments of the United States Constitution. We need... This state needs to stop passing bad legislation like SB 1160. This state needs to stop harassing responsible, law-abiding gun owners in the state of Connecticut. They just want to live by the Constitution and enjoy their rights under the Constitution. I mentioned the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment to the Constitution mentions that all those rights not afforded to the federal government fall to the state. One of those items that falls to the state under our Constitution is education. Common Core is a violation of the 10th Amendment. The Common Core that the federal government is forcing down on our educators and our education system. Okay? If you are a parent of a young child like my youngest son right here, or a child in the 3rd grade all the way up to high school, you really need to be aware of what Common Core is, what Common Core is doing to your child. Under Common Core, the teachers are having to teach the test, not educate your children, all right? Under Common Core, the teachers have to do a pre-test, a test, and a post-test. And most of that information is not for the benefit of your child. It is basically data harvesting on your child, and that information goes back to Washington, D.C. And if your child has a physical disability or they had trouble with the test because of a physical disability, that is also notated on the test, and that information goes all the way back to Washington, D.C. Why does the federal government need to know that information? All right, so there are some really bad things about Common Core. The most important one is it takes away local control of your school system. All right, there's a very good Board of Education in Hamden, Connecticut. I don't agree with everything they do, but most of what they do is geared towards what Hamden children need from the Hamden Board of Education. Common Core basically takes away that control that the Hamden Board of Education has over Hamden school children. The same thing with Ansonia. All right, and I've talked to dozens of educators, administrators, and teachers, and it just making their job incredibly difficult with no real benefit to it. So please go back, look at Common Core. It's something I'm strongly against, and like many other states and many other school districts, Connecticut just needs to stop it. And if you have the right legislators in Hartford, it can be stopped. So that I can better serve you, I just need input from you. So that's why when I get done speaking here, I just want to speak with you individually. Let me know what your thoughts and concerns are. While I'm on the campaign trail, I am going to qualify for state matching funds. And to do that, I will need to reach out to 300 friends. Many of you have already helped me out tonight, and I thank you very much. All right, 300 friends to donate at least $5 or more. Those people that live in the 7 cities in town, if you live anywhere in Hamden, Woodbridge, Bethany, Ansonia, Derby, Beacon Falls, or Naugatuck, just a simple $5 donation will count as one of the 300 so that I can receive my state matching funds. All right, if you could just see Susanna or Pat at the back door there on your way out, if you haven't already donated, I would sincerely appreciate it. I just need you to help me so I can serve you in Hartford, and I can do the right thing to enforce the Constitution of the United States of America. Let me just tell you one more thing why I'm so passionate about the Constitution. As a young officer in the military, newly commissioned officer in the military, I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And I took that oath without reservation. I took that oath seriously. It meant everything to me. 30 years later, that oath to the Constitution still means everything to me. And that's why, until my last days, I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to include both the Second and the 10th Amendment. So I thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. It's very nice to be here, and I look forward to serving you. Thank you very much.